Welcome to Auntie Chaz and Tarot. Here we go. Welcome in. Thank you to all who have supported this channel with your likes, shares, subscribes, your donations, your comments. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Remember, not everything's going to resonate here. Take what does, leave the rest. Take what helps you to help yourself. The little nuggets that you feel like you're just supposed to hear, the little nuggets that answer questions that you've been asking yourself, or things you've been rolling around in your mind, and then all of a sudden there's just like some light, some inspiration, something in the words that click with you. That's what tarot means to me. What I can use to help me to help myself. And it has worked for me. So, have faith in the process. Thank you again for joining me. Let's get into this message for the collective. Here we go. Already, cards are talking. Sideways, the Hangman. We've also got the Ten of Wands out here and the Queen of Cups. Just see those cards a little bit better. Okay. You're thinking about a lot. Spending a lot of time with some thoughts, what your core is all about, what you believe in, who you are, what you represent, who you represent. There's something here about, yeah, you feel like you've been too nice, or you're a pushover, or you're perceived as such. Not at all. I think not at all. I think you're perceived as a hard worker who's still sweet, but definitely not a pushover. I think people are not telling you how much they admire you. They feel uncomfortable about telling you that, or some of them that are competitive with you don't want to reveal that much in the way of how they actually try and emulate you or find you to be the leader or something where you help them. They don't want to give you that credit. Don't misunderstand or misconstrue silence for people thinking you're weak or not liking you. Nothing could be further from the truth, according to the energy I see here. Yeah, they're just like peeking to watch what you're doing, but they're not brave enough to say, or they don't want to give you the credit or something to say, hey, I watch what you're doing. I think you're amazing. I try and emulate what you're doing. Something about good health here, holistic health, herbs, using herbs, citruses. Yeah, something about the circulation and helping with that. You've maybe helped other people with this, holistic helping, holistic suggestions, something of that nature. Some people think it's kind of woo-woo, what you're into, but they can't deny that you are some sort of earth angel for them. You've helped them a great deal. You've helped people with a lot of burdens. I feel like Spirit saying, move on, move on, move on, but I want to make sure I'm getting the message correctly. So jumping right in here, you've got the Fool, the Three of Cups, and the King of Swords, as well as Judgment. And you've got the Knight of Wands, the Four of Wands, the Two of Wands, 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 and the Knight of Swords. Wow. Wands, passion. There's judgment being placed here on your intellect here, something about how you've helped others. But it's the study that you've done, the holistic healing, or let's say something outside of the box that you have studied that has brought relief to a lot of people. There's judgment being placed on that if you've been given some sort of pushback, or people aren't giving you the credit you deserve here. It's something about, it's time for you to be celebrated, and it's time for this to go someplace. This knowledge, this effort that you've made for other people, it's time for it to not be, it's not so much that it's disrespected, it's just not respected enough. And Spirit's saying, yeah, this is about you getting your just due, your flowers, and the work and the effort you've done here. And this just isn't fly by night, what you've learned and what you've helped others with. This is something very important and should be treated as such. That type of energy. Be thinking about your future. It's like something here moves quickly now. Something to celebrate. Something very powerful. It could overtake you. The work you've done here. It could be out of the blue. All of a sudden, just something starts happening here. Like your approach to do something more solid here. You solidify this talent that you have, that you've just been kind of doing as a hobby. Ace of Wands, yeah. You're being reminded to follow your passions. On the bottom of the deck, Eight of Swords, because there will be sort of this woo-woo, this is just kind of too far-fetched attitude that you're going to run into, but you just speak your truth here and don't hold back. It's an investment in self. It's something that you have been doing that is outside the box that you really believe in. And you've seen it work for other people, but people are not telling you to the degree it's worked for them. It's still kind of a taboo topic. And there hasn't been a lot of exchange, Spirit is saying, that should be. Like what you've done for others, I think in return has not been given to the level that you've given to others. Okay? I feel like that all ends now. And that's what's rushing in here, is more abundance for you and more solidifying this outside the box activity that you're doing. That's helping others. Be different for everybody. You're thinking about this too, and it's almost like, do I just give up on this? I mean, I don't think any of my viewers are give up. That's the wrong, I don't want to say that phrase. Definitely not the style here. But it's kind of like, should I back burner this? Is this really important? Am I making this important, or is it really important? And Spirit's saying, this is really important. And now it's going to start to move, Knight of Pentacles, but in the reverse. So things that have been slow, you've just been, let me rephrase, you've just been questioning this. I know it's important. I know it's helped others. I know it's helped others more than they've admitted. But where is what's the end game here? And is it worth it to keep pursuing this more seriously? Or is this kind of a hobby that stays a hobby, or stays kind of a side note for me? And I don't see you wanting it to be a side note, but it's like how to get other people on board. And I feel like somebody approaches you on this. Knight of Swords in the reverse. This is definitely a message of don't doubt yourself in this time and in this area. Don't doubt yourself regarding this topic. Or slow up the energy. Keep it moving. Continue on. Keep going. I feel like the burdens you've helped people with are all across the board. Physical, mental. Yeah. Even your presence, I'm hearing, is healing for people. So if they're feeling down and you start talking to them, you'll notice you're kind of a natural pick-me-up. But in addition, you've helped people physically too, with holistic pick-me-ups. You've got the Four of Pentacles now in the reverse. You help people to release their burdens. And you don't even know a lot of the time, like I said, the big effect that you're having. You're getting small thank yous. You're getting small accolades. You're getting small people admitting you helped. But you've helped in big ways. And that's the message here that Spirit wants you to know. This is bigger than you know. You've helped people bigger than they're saying. This is a passion of yours. Keep going. Don't doubt it. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah. Big message here about how the give and take has not been, it hasn't been even, but not so much that as, more importantly, it's not being verbalized, the level that you're helping people, the big level that you're helping. The big impact you're having. There we go. And maybe you're having a hard time putting this into words. I've had a couple of days of reads where I was having a hard time saying just exactly what I felt the message needed to include, or the articulation of that. Page of Pentacles out here. Yeah, people are acting like this is a small thing that you're doing. You offer up something small and it's cutesy and adorable, and aren't you? And Spirit's saying, look, you're a master here. There's nothing cutesy about it. It's magic, it's power, it's knowledge, it's big. What you offer, there's nothing small about it. What you are is sweet, but it's not that you're sweet and weak. Don't let anybody make you feel that way. You're the one who is the powerful one, offering up something very powerful here. Keep that in mind. It's going to be different for everybody. It's something outside the box, not your run-of-the-mill type of help that you offer. 10 of Wands here. Oh, interesting. Yeah, you've gotten this twice now. This comes out sideways this time. Again, the helping of the burdens, lessening the load, getting people to a state of seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, recovery, or opening their eyes to other options where health is concerned. Let's attack this differently. Yeah, definitely a buzz here. You're going to create a buzz. It's going to come in strong. This goes from, am I really helping people? You know, am I perceived as, you know, just kind of sweet and pat me on the head? Or am I powerhouse here? You are a powerhouse. That buzz is going to start happening. The energy is going to start reflecting that. This is going to lead to more connections too. For those of you who are interested in more of a social aspect to your life, I see that happening as well. Knight of Wands, strong and bold. The Devil's out here. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. That's their card. We'll find out more about that card. What's the Devil out here, Spirit? Yeah, what I'm getting from this card is you bring a ray of sunshine to the darkness. Okay, so you may be dealing with people that are naturally negative, or they've been dealing with health issues for a long time and nothing's worked. So you're going up against people who are, very skeptical. They've tried a lot of different things. How is yours going to be any different? But yours is different. There's something about yours that is different, and you are this ray of light. Keep that in mind. Always have that in mind. Never doubt. And also, you are a ray of light in the darkness. 8 of Wands here. Rays of light. And you are effective immediately for people. That has a lot to do, I'm hearing, with your energy. Just your overall energy when you're around people. You know, they may say it, they probably won't, but you can tell that the energy elevates. People are laughing more. There's more joy when you're around. Yeah, people that are funny, who are quiet, once you're around, they start getting more funny, you know, and they might not even realize it, or they may realize it and say, yeah, there's just something kind of lighthearted that you bring to the table, and then I feel more joyous as well. And they let their natural, yeah, somebody is very witty, but they've kind of closed off, but when you're around, they're very witty and funny, and then that is contagious with the group. 5 of Swords here. There's always opposition, though. How can this be true? You know, this isn't FDA approved. Let's just say this isn't approved type thing, type energy. This isn't approved. This isn't the norm. You're always going to have that. But the message here of the energy is to go with the flow of what works and stay with it. And don't be discouraged by the naysayers. You know best. You've seen it work. You've seen it work for you. You've seen it work for others, okay? Don't be discouraged. The Magician. And also, it's something you've manifested. That's why you're doing a lot of thinking about this, because it feels like you're on the cusp of something here, but then you're like, the feedback I get doesn't really jive with the manifestations I have in mind. Don't give up on those manifestations, and don't take the feedback so much to heart. Know what you know. Know what you know internally and keep running with that. What you know internally is what you're doing has worked for you and works for others. Okay. More messages here. Sideways, we get the Sun. Okay, so yeah, I think you're kind of going back and forth as you think about this scenario, and you're saying, is this my happiness? Am I effective? This type of thing. And as we've discovered and uncovered, yes. Yes, keep your eye set and focused on that manifestation, because something happens here where the energy changes. It becomes a lot clearer to you, the importance of this. Somebody's on board. Maybe there's an investor. There's some sort of opportunity. But remember, you're not small potatoes. You're not a pat on the head. You're the powerhouse here with this idea, with this methodology, whatever it may be. Queen of Swords in the reverse. And don't worry about the naysayers. Don't worry about the harsh tones or the criticism. Yeah, there's something that Spirit has been doing here too to get you used to the criticism so that it kind of rolls off you, you know? And there's some energy about having to experience that enough times where you're like, yeah, now I'm getting pretty good at this, and it just rolls right off me, rather than taking it in and it hurts so much, or it affects you in a way that makes you feel like stopping or not continuing on. So there has been some sort of exercise there that I feel like, as I'm saying this, a lot of you are going, yeah, I can relate to that. Okay, so that's what that was for. It was some sort of exercise in, for example, maybe you felt like this a lot. I've been criticized for a long time for the last few months, and it's escalated. And there's some feeling here of that was an exercise to get you kind of in this flow of, I believe in what I'm doing. Whatever you say rolls off my back. We'll turn this read into a musical yet. 9 of Swords. Don't worry. Don't worry. You spend a lot of time worrying about the what ifs. Spend more time, I'm hearing, thinking, concentrating on the what is. What is. Messages for our collective here. Good message. I like this. 8 of Cups. Yeah, your purpose. What is this? This is your purpose. You know this too. You're clear on it. Or you have a very strong inkling. Yeah, this is me. This is where I feel comfortable. This is where I'm in my flow. This is where I get into other people's flow. This is where we become one and are a flow. Is when I've got this in mind. This outside the box therapy or thinking or health in mind for others. I'm in the flow with people. It's easy. It's natural. It's my purpose. Or it's easy, it's natural, and I've thought it was my purpose. Or it feels like this could be my purpose. People listening here, because it's collective, it'll be all kinds of different feelings. But the main objective will be, yes, I feel like I'm in my flow, and I help people to find theirs. Something like that. Okay, King of Cups in the reverse, Seven of Wands in the reverse, and Justice in the reverse. Any kind of opposition to this is trying to establish that you doubt yourself, which we've talked about, that you take to heart, oh, this is crazy talk coming from a crazy person. You know, let that go. Somebody's worried. Talking like that, they're worried. What are they so worried about? That you might be right? That you might help them? Okay? Think about how crazy that is. Who's crazy here? Okay? Something like that. You know, really, really gain perspective here. Because you may, and we've talked about this, there is an element of being misunderstood and being attacked for that, and certainly that's an injustice. But stay the course. Keep on path, stay the course, is what I keep hearing. And that's where victory is at the bottom of the deck, Six of Wands. Wow. And be dynamic about it. I feel like Queen of Cups follows that. Queen of Wands follows that. You know, this is where you really shine. That could be a problem for people. Let that be a problem for people. That's not your problem. That's theirs to work out. Why are they so bothered by you shining? Why are they so bothered by you trying to help them? Okay? These are issues that you don't have to figure. These are other people's issues. But I do feel like there will be quite a few people that will admire you and already have. And like I said, maybe aren't saying so or saying to the degree that you've helped them. And I do feel like you're going to be very busy here. Keep the balance. Something about throwing you off balance or throwing off your emotions here so that you look a certain way. Don't fall for that. Stay balanced. Know that you're investing in yourself. This investment in self leads to a lot of abundance. So that answers the question of, you know, is this big enough to keep pursuing, or, you know, what's this all about? I see in the cards it's very big. It has potential to be quite lucrative. On the verge of exploding. It's all about your faith in it, your faith in self. Don't be afraid. Okay, here we go. Let's grab an oracle. More messages here. Spirit for collective. Someone cannot get to you anymore. Yeah, that's that energy of, you know, kind of throwing off your emotions or making you look a certain way. And you're very balanced, you know. Look to those people that are trying to throw you off your game. How balanced are they? I think you have your answer right there. Remember the balance. Don't worry about being misunderstood. Don't keep breaking it all down. I think that's why you got the Hangman sideways. It was your first card. You know, worrying too much, overthinking things. This is like analysis paralysis. You've got the downloads. You've got the inspiration. You've got the enlightenment here. Don't break it all down, all the questions, all the criticism, you know. I'm hearing from Spirit, it's just part of the process. There's going to be naysayers and there's going to be criticism no matter what you're doing, and especially when you're doing something new. Something outside the box, you know, that threatens certain energies. Again, not for you to worry about. You're pure here. Your intentions are pure. Your results are pure. Have these things in mind. Have them bolster your confidence and stay in it. Stay in it to win it. Don't get sidetracked. Overtaken with emotion. I feel like this will be a lot of people that finally give you your flowers, that finally say, you know, I made kind of light of how much help you offered me, or how much help your idea when I implemented it, or you helped me to implement this, how much it changed my life. And now I am overtaken with emotion to the point where I have to express this. Yeah, there is some sort of energy we saw from the beginning here, which is, it's not small. You think it's small what you're doing, it's quite big, actually, which will be revealed. And I feel like revealed fairly quickly here. Jealousy, yeah. Watch out for the jealousy, of course. Put it into perspective. There's always that. Authenticity. That's the key. Confidence in self and staying authentic here. Fire within, I just saw flip, and you intimidate others, okay? I don't think I don't think this is new news to you, so again, stay your path here. But I think one thing you are questioning is this something to keep going with? Yes, keep going with this. Is this going to be big? Yes, I see it's going to be big. What do we want to drop into the mix here now? Grab another oracle deck here. Final messages for our collective here today. Doing something exciting. Breathe. Yeah, I think it has something to do with holistic healing, breath work, and sound healing, and maybe Reiki, and energy work. Definitely energy work. Lots of healing properties, lots of help that way. But take it as it applies. Something outside the box, that could be even engineering. You're coming up with something new, this scenario could apply. Truth be told. Truth be told, this is a big love of yours. There's a lot of wisdom here. And there is something here about the authenticity of the help is bigger. It's more valuable than any kind of monetary anything you could provide somebody. I hope that makes sense. Let's go one more round here. Final messages for our collective, our lovely, beautiful collective, flexible. Yeah, I'm hearing, of course, stay flexible on this path. And sometimes it won't make sense. And I don't think it's making sense at the moment, but stay with it. But also, I think a lot of what you help people to do is find mental flexibility, find their flow, maybe physical flexibility. I do feel like it is health related, a lot of this. And so physical freedom here, freedom from disease or what's ever shutting down somebody mentally or physically. Yeah, this is a big deal. I think it's a big, big deal. So that answers your initial question, I feel. Should I still stay with this? Yeah, because I think you're getting some sort of kickback or, the pats on the head as if it's kind of small and good for you. But the message I see in the cards is this is big. This is your manifestations coming in. And something's going to pop here that's going to show you that as well. So stay the course, belief in self. That is your message, collective. I hope that you've liked it. If you have, please do like, share, subscribe, and comment. It helps the channel. And until next time, let's remember who we are and let's remember our self-worth. Thanks for joining me.